And everybody out there in the virtual world, welcome to the 8th grade recognition at Southside Middle School for the class of 2025. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the Panther Pride Band. Thank you, Panther Pride. At this time, my 8th grade and 7th grade students, please stand. You know what to do. 8th grade students, you can find your way over to there. Alrighty, as they exit the stage, I just want to take a moment to recognize the 8th grade teaching staff. It has definitely been a different school year with COVID and all that goes along with that. So at this time, students, let's give your 8th grade teaching and teaching support staff a round of applause. Thank you. Miss Emma, are you ready to? All right, I'm going to wait a minute. At this time, I would like to, nice job, buddy. That's some skills right there. At this time, I would like to introduce Miss Emma Judge. She will be our first speaker of the afternoon. You got this.
Mr. Hartley, do you just want me to start? Just want me to start right now? All right. Janet Lee said, "Goodbyes are sad no matter what the promise of tomorrow is." When thinking about this, it leaves me feeling downhearted about leaving middle school. As we are moving forward to our high school year, we are leaving all of our middle school memories behind to start anew. I would like to start with a thank you to the graduates of 2025. A huge thanks to the teachers and administration. I'd also like to give a special thanks to the parents watching this digitally. I am also eternally grateful to my choir teacher, Mrs. Dorn, who has been my teacher for the past 3 years. Every day in her class, she works so hard to make sure each of her students feels supported and successful. I also would like to thank Mr. Bradley, who pushes us so hard every day in her class and makes sure that we can reach our goals. As we look back at our memories, the summer before sixth grade was scary, worrying about whether we would open our lockers, what our classrooms were, where they were, and who I would eat lunch with. Ironically, I didn't worry about how hard my classes were or who the teachers would be. Upon arriving, all my worries faded away. My locker was easy to open, my classes were easy to find, and I did end up sitting by myself at lunch. But it was okay because the next few days I made some great friends. Then came seventh grade year and things got a little different. Those sixth grade worries melted away and I was confident that this year was going to be great. However, as with any good plan one may have, problems always arise, like having 3 math teachers in 1 year. Just as we got familiar with a teaching style, the teacher would leave and we'd have to start anew. Next came COVID, which made the year a whole lot harder than expected. This required us to experience the world of virtual learning, which was harder than being in person because you do not get the hands-on experience. Not to mention never seeing your friends you were so used to seeing. I think the most disappointing event when I learned that I'd done all this work over the last 9 weeks and that none of it mattered, and that we were going off our third 9 weeks grades. Unfortunately, my memories for this year did not meet the high expectations I had. It was scary seeing all these things happening, both in school and in the world. Regardless of what happened in the past 2 years, this year was by far the best I've had in middle school. Even with the difficulties we had in this year, it was a bit easier because we were surrounded by our friends. So when we sang solos and duets and choirs, it didn't matter if people made fun of us. I'm so happy that I got this here with my friends. When I look back to my middle school memories, they were amazing. Our teachers have put in extra effort to make sure that we succeed. Teachers give up their valuable time offering before and after school help to anyone that needs it. If it wasn't for that, I would not be able to do so well this year, so thank you to my teachers again. The school has gone through so much to create the better learning environment for all of us, and they have done so much to make sure that everyone fits in, such as including the Rainbows Panther Clubs to support the LGBT community at our school. Jenny Hand said, "I've always loved the first day of school better than the last day of school. First are the best because they are the beginning. I am disappointed to go, but I'm ready for what comes next. Thank you again for all the memories that I've had this year, and I really enjoyed them."
Thank you, Miss Judge. Alrighty, can I have my Panther singers come on up, take center stage? We're ready for you. You got this, kiddo. You got it.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on the shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Good job, Joe. Great job, kiddos. And next, I would like to introduce our second speaker of the afternoon, Miss Katie Brown. You got this.
Frederick W. Robertson once stated, "Instruction ends in the schoolroom, but education ends only with life." Looking back at my time attending Southside Middle School, it has taught me so many different things, both inside and outside the classroom. I would like to begin with thanking the teachers here at Southside for guiding me through these past 3 years. I would also like to thank the administrative staff, my fellow classmates, and a special thank you to the parents who are watching this ceremony by live stream. We all know that this year has definitely been a crazy one, but through it all, Southside has tried to keep as many things the same as possible. That is one of the things I love about Southside. They take a really tough situation and try to make it as normal as possible. We may not have gotten to go on all the field trips or do anything that we look forward to, but we still got rewarded in different ways. This year may not have been perfect or what we wanted it to be, but at least we got the opportunity to make long-lasting memories in persons where many students did not. Our administration believed it was in the best interest of the students to continue on as normal as possible, where so many schools have been in and out of in-person learning all year. And for the most part, that is exactly what happened. We rode the bus or our parents dropped us off at school, we went to class, had lunch together, and even had the opportunity for extracurricular activities. As we sit here today in the auditorium, we are being recognized for our accomplishments here at Southside. Looking back 1 year ago, those 8th grade students were denied this opportunity due to the pandemic. So let's rejoice as we begin to start a new voyage entering high school. We have been given the foundation to be successful, and it is now time for us to accept the challenge and make our teachers proud of what they have given us. With these challenges come new responsibilities that we will learn in the next 4 years. I know I can honestly say that I am looking forward to having the freedom of choosing what path I take. It is up to me, or should I say it is up to us, to choose wisely. So in closing, these past 3 years at Southside have been some of the best and some of the worst of my life. But one thing for sure I won't forget, what I've learned in the classroom and out. As Nora Ephron once stated, your education is a dress rehearsal that is for your life that is yours to lead.
Alrighty, and our last student speaker of the afternoon, I would like to introduce Ms. Helm.
Good afternoon. I would like to start with thanking our administrators, teachers, my fellow graduating class of 2025, and to those parents watching through the live stream. Can you imagine we'll be graduating in 2 months? We'll be starting high school in approximately 2 months, sorry. Just thinking about it is nerve-wracking. New school, new teachers, and a lot more students. Looking at this past year, I can honestly admit it has been hard on all of us. One could easily say it's a year we won't forget. We have seen both challenges and changes throughout the year. Just 1 year ago, we were at home, quarantined. Schools were closed and we were finishing up the year virtually. Who would have guessed we would actually be attending classes in person the entire year when many schools spent at least half of their time still attending virtually? We owe great thanks to Dr. K for pushing forward and having faith our school corporation was up for the challenge. It obviously has paid off because we actually made it and we are actually stronger for it. I have to admit, I do not have the same experiences as most of you have. You entered Southside Middle School as sixth graders, and you have been here for the past 3 years. I, on the other hand, came to the school in my 8th grade year, knowing no one. Starting a new school is not easy, and it is full of anxiety. In all honesty, there were times I just wanted to give up. I know many of you guys have felt like that too, and have actually given up. However, as Michelle Obama said, it is still absolutely possible to make a difference. Don't give up now. Yes, maybe you got an F in social studies or an F in English, but that does not mean your life is over. We are starting a new chapter in our lives, so you have the chance to make changes for the better. But as I said before, starting over wasn't easy. I am a true example of this. Being in quarantine for half a year, moving to a new school, a new everything, it was scary. And whoever said life is like a movie is totally incorrect, because it's not. One does not achieve instant popularity and friends for just walking into a new school. It takes time and work. These are the challenges we are facing as we walk into a new school. It's not going to be like Victorious or High School Musical. It will take a lot of hard work, and we will face new challenges every day. We need to think about the future, and even though it sounds scary right now, it's right around the corner, and we will be facing it sooner than we really think. So take the time that we have and make every moment count. As Michelle Obama said, it is still absolutely possible to make a difference. Thank you.
At this time, can I have my counselors come on up to assist us with recognizing our 8th grade students as they cross the stage?
Mason Ansel. Amira Bailey. Madison Baker. Hey, buddy. Zachariah Beard. Kamarion Bell. Alyssa Black. Madison Blackwell. Braden Boer. Christopher Boyd. Rayana Boykin. Hayden Bradford. Leisha Bristow Denny. Amaya Campbell Moore. Xavier Childress. Demaya Claire. Jamar Clark. Gabrielle Clifford. Caleb Conwell. Ryan Cook. Zoe Cook. Cadence Davis. Kayana Dunn. Devin Elliott. Mikiel Helgadottir. Jenna Gruwell. Nevaeh Hamilton. Mason Herbert. Kanan Higgs. Gabriel Emmel.
Akila Jet. Shawanda Johnson. Journey Joyner. Syjan Jones. Ryan Knight. Dalton Lytle. Christopher Long. Lydia May. Keyshawn McCall. Ian McDaniel. Kadrian Metcalf. Jacob Mills. Noah Moglin. Amara Munn. Jaciana Murphy. Jacob Music. Jacob Noland. Braden Penticuff. Matthew Peterson. Demaya Peterson. Elena Phipps. Sarah Ramey. Eric Reinhardt. Jacob Rowland. Bryson Romer. Devaney Sheward. Nadeza Shreves. Cameron Simpson. Right down there, buddy. Good job. Anthony Simpson Goodwin. Kamar Stanback. Joshua Stigler. Roma Terry. Reese Ullum. Jacqueline Unger. Mercedes Vance. Layla Van Dunn. Elijah Watson. Tommy Williams. Nevaeh Wood. Tashawn Wright. Mara Townsend. Jason Ferguson, Hope Wolf, Nicole South, Blake Lambden, Michaela Mack, Alana Kennedy, Marcus Seth Person, Justice Wolf, Jaquil Eckford, Damaje Crawford, Chloe Lashley, Kylie Clevenger, Jonathan Rodriguez, Dasani Young, Zanaya Jefferson, Natalie Lindsay, Adam Sloan, Marius Pettiford, Denver Pinkston, Claudio Carrillo, Cora Ann Devine, Rodney Dabney, Connor Sanders, Robert Jackson, Nolan Edsel, Grace Davidson, Melinda Johnson, Lennox York, Caitlin Brown, Emma Judge, Helen Orlana, Katori Walker.
Alrighty. So at this time, we have two more students to recognize. So could I have Miss Nevaeh Wood to come on up to the stage and Mr. Tommy Williams? You guys want to give those to them when they come up? Come on up, kiddos. There's Tommy. Come on up. So go ahead and turn around, kiddos, and face this way. So what we have here, these two students are being recognized as the two outstanding 8th grade students of the school year for citizenship, academics, and just downright two awesome kids. So thank you, and let's give them a big round of applause. So there we go. Thank you. So very proud of you. There you go, man. All right, kiddos. Before I officially announce you as 9th graders for next year, I want to leave you with a few words of wisdom. These words aren't mine. Some very famous people from around the world have borrowed these words. Even Nelson Mandela has used the words of this author. And I'm going to start with a quote from her. And she writes, or she asks this question, and it's the same question I ask of you. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Think about that. Once again, tell me, What is it that you, as an 8th grader, soon to be 9th grader, plan to do with your one wild and precious life? The quote comes from Mariana Williamson, and it is a touchstone for me in many ways. She also writes a poem, and I'm going to read it to you. It's called Our Greatest Fear. Our greatest fear, it is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, the real question is, kiddos, who are you not to be? You playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory that is within all of us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. In my many years as a leader, as a teacher, working with leaders, working with students and other adults, I've come to realize that the more we know ourselves and are brave enough to look at our own fears, the more we can take that self-knowledge, release our fears, and both expand our authentic presence. And so, in doing that, we give permission to others to do the same. So I ask you again, who are you to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? And I leave you with this question as you head on into 9th grade, young adulthood. And I wish you the best, but who are you not to be those things? Thank you. Kiddos, you can hoop and holler. Congratulations. And thank you.